Howdy, Mr. Fjellhol.
Good day, Mr. Mosley.
It's good to see you again.
Likewise, likewise. How you doing?
I'm, doing okay, I suppose, all things considered.
That's great to hear it. Well, I heard that you wanted to talk to me, so why don't we go into the office and we'll have a little chat?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's get going.
Um, I'll see you around, Alex. This might take a little while.
Thanks much.
Nice to meet you. Stay safe and everything.
yeah, I appreciate it, sir.
Yep, I'll see you around, I'm sure.
If you wanna stick around, you can, fella. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But
You can have a seat if you
gun
like.
or a horse?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Oh. I think I'll stand up.
Yeah, you know what? Let's have a seat over here, perhaps.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
maybe.
This is probably better.
This is probably, yeah.
Let's see if I can sit down here somewhat.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
All right, Mr. Mosley. How can I help you today?
Well, I wanted to give you an update on, all the stuff that I was talking to you about before.
Sure. It seems like
Hmm.
based on some facial structures you have, seems like it has been healing well. Or if it is new, then
Yeah, it's been a interesting week. Someone would say.
sure. Well, I mean, is it
Yeah.
something that you would? Is that something you would like to talk about? Or?
It's just I don't know. When I told you about all that stuff in Saint Denis
Sure.
before.
Yes.
I guess the Castillos found out that I talked to you, which they didn't like.
Okay.
And some things might have happened since then. A lot of bad things. In case you can't tell by the whole, my face and my leg.
Okay. So they. I mean, do you? I hope you're comfortable telling me the injuries.
Yeah. I'm sure. I think my friend Deputy Isaac O'Neill is writing a report, or he's thinking of writing one. I don't know. It's just him and you are the only two deputies I've mentioned to it about.
Sure.
So they took me and my friend hostage, I suppose, and ended up going to Lakay. And from there, I don't remember exactly what they did, but I woke up with all these cuts on my face, a weird, V-shape cut into both my lips,
Right.
and a gunshot in my leg.
I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, it's a bit. It was pretty painful when I woke up, and I don't know what happened to my friend, but he was also. We just woke up next to each other in an alligator pit. Like those alligator pits they have under houses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, or like fishing pit. I don't know what it's used for. It was in the swamp. Yeah.
Well, that is the worst place you can
Yeah.
go to. I mean, it's hidden, secluded.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've already spoke with Isaac about it because me and Isaac were friends before he was a deputy.
Yeah.
And I think he's working on a report.
Okay.
Not to investigate and then maybe go to court about it or something. I don't know. But I just wanted to I mean, obviously, if they did all this, I want them to be not like punished, so to say, but like they need to get something back at them.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
But
these
at the same, yeah.
won't go off lightly, that's for sure.
No, but it's also I don't really want anyone to know that we've spoke about this. To be honest.
I think it's just gonna be a while for everyone to just
Yeah.
get used to it.
So
Because I think they found out that I told you. They somebody said that, I don't know, they overheard you in a saloon just asking about me or something. That's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
Right. Well, rumors or something like that might spread like wildfire. I
Oh, yeah.
promise you, I haven't
Mm.
told anybody of your business
Hmm.
or anything like that, and I've only
Yeah.
basically just done a background check with all the people that
Yeah.
you've been surrounded with.
Yeah.
Of who you are, how you're
Mm.
acting. Well, how are your personality, everything like that.
Mm.
I tend to do that with people.
I love
Yeah.
how
I know, I
wearing
understand.
shades of
So-
bronze.
I just, I don't want. Obviously, if people are going to look into this and investigate it, obviously,
it's version of ish.
I just want people to try and be subtle about it, just so that they don't think that I've said anything, or me or my friend have said anything.
Yeah.
Just because I just wanted all this to end a while ago.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I do understand that you
Mm.
understand.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
can't ignore.
No,
to
I
s-
know.
I can't ignore
Mm.
to say that
Mm.
as probably as unwilling or as harsh it might
Mm.
sound, this is quite complicated considering
Yeah.
that I do know that
Yeah.
you wanted answers,
Yeah.
but bringing or hoping that a
Mm.
crime family would help
Yeah.
investigate is probably not the best chess piece to considering that, well,
Yeah.
they are known to take sides
Mm.
and known to, well,
Oh yeah.
any trouble within
Mm.
their area that they're working in,
Mm.
and you're putting it to the light is a concern of theirs, and that means that it's not justifiable. Your injuries
Mm.
aren't justified, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that they will attack
Mm.
people who basically make trouble in their land, and they're not owning
Oh,
anything.
I know.
The
Mm.
government is owning everything in the state. But the thing is,
Yeah.
we don't we when it comes to criminals and everything like that, we tend to
Mm.
stay a little bit away from. I don't know if you have
Mm.
Bayos as friends of yours,
Oh,
or,
no, I haven't really heard of them actually.
right? So
Mm.
you just came across them
Mm.
one day and thought that they would. Be
Oh, the
good.
Castillos. Sorry, I thought you
Yeah.
meant. I thought you said Cavello.
Oh,
Never mind.
Castellos. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
That's what I was. Yeah, I met them a few times, and
Bray, would you look?
Yeah.
If when you have a second, would you look in
Sure,
the?
so-
and
document
I heard that they
filing
basically
cabinet?
run Saint
Just tell me
Denis,
what
so
what I,
like everything there
of the file that I put there.
apparently,
Mm.
or they
First
protect
draft,
Saint
but
Denis type of thing. So
wanna
I
get
went for
a
them.
few people's opinion on it. See if there's anything I need to
Mm.
change or.
Yeah. But yeah, at the moment I've kind of moved away from Saint Denis for a little while. I've moved up to McFarlane's Ranch.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah.
That's good.
Just a bit further away where they won't come looking.
Yeah, cool. I mean, the
Hmm.
Castillo, if they do look for something, well, if they are searching for you actively,
Hmm.
then they would probably be roaming around here, and they haven't, so
Hmm.
you are in this safe zone.
Yeah.
As of yet.
I've heard since that day, apparently me and my friend are in the clear with them.
Okay, good.
But I don't know. I feel bad for my friend that I got him all involved in this.
You can't predict these things.
Hmm.
They have their own ideologies, and you just wanted to figure out who was
Hmm.
vandalizing your sign and who put this note on your farm,
What would this
Oh,
be
yeah.
for, sorry?
and that's
This is basically
This happens,
a
basically.
debt
Yeah.
report template.
so.
And I was in the
for,
clear, but
our
I told a
general
friend of
accounting
mine
system.
what happened, and they went and destroyed their office in retaliation.
Don't really have or
So,
use it.
I hope you don't
Hmm.
mind if you could
And
run
when
down
I do
very
my debt
shortly,
reports, I either
because
don't have
Yeah.
from
the
my
information that I
understanding,
need,
it seems
or,
like
Yeah.
oh,
I think
it's
You-
just
I think
it's not
everyone's in the
correct
wrong. It feels
on the
like
format.
right.
So
Like-
I was,
I went to them for help when I
asked,
shouldn't have, and
a
then
few weeks ago they wanted
you
to
know,
put, like, to do,
kind
like,
of got on their bad
official
side, and
format,
then
deputies
they
have
did what
to
they
use,
did, and then my friend did what he
this is
did.
the first draft that I submitted for
Right.
command to look over.
Just excuse me.
Yeah.
You guys, could you guys just keep it a little bit more quiet, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
I do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So just a little rundown. So you
Hmm.
had this sign ripped it
Mhm.
off, or you had this note that had the initials JL on it. You
Yes.
showed it to me. You
Mm.
tried to investigate it by going to the
Mm.
Castillos.
Well, I heard the name Jacob Loveday, and it turned
Right.
out it wasn't him.
Okay, so it wasn't him.
No.
Okay.
Mm. It's just at the time that was the only JL name I kept hearing, so I asked them. I guess I wasn't clear when I asked them I wanted information, and they must have thought I wanted more.
Right. So
So,
so you went to the Castillos to ask
yes.
them who the Jacob Loveday
Mm.
is.
Or if they had any information on where I could probably find him.
Right.
But, well, that's what I wanted, but I don't think I was clear enough when I said it to him.
Okay. So you went to them and you wanted only information on who this was, and for them,
Yep.
did they go to investigate, or was it more just like instant, like this is not good?
They went to speak with him, and then
Right.
there was almost trouble. But obviously, they're not friends, so to say, but they have a mutual respect, so nothing happened.
Okay. So mutual respect. Got it.
Mm. But he told them who did destroy it, and he said he knows who put the sign up. Well, he told me later he knows who put the sign up, but at the time, nobody even said there was a sign. So,
Okay. So he knows
Mm.
who vandalized your sign.
yeah, and that's all resolved. I'm not really concerned about the sign anymore, to be honest. It's just everything after.
Oh, I do understand.
Mm.
So you do not want to. I mean, I
Mm.
saw the sign being
Yeah.
vandalized. And considering that it's not your farm,
Mm.
a respectful way is basically to pry
Yeah.
off the sign and put it to the side and say, "Hey, this is this and this and that. You can't
Yeah.
own property, which of course you
Mm.
can't claim property, but you can temporarily rent it out."
Yeah.
But tearing it and destroying it, considering that it's your sign, you have
Mhm.
made it, you bought it, and it's destroyed.
Yeah.
That could be a vandalism charge.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can say, "I want to press charges." Therefore,
No.
and then me and my
Mm.
colleagues, probably even Isaac, will be discussing it and
Mm.
probably investigate it.
I don't want to press charges. I feel like that was justified. To be honest, as much as it's bad,
Okay.
I feel like I kind of deserved that one.
So you deserve that one in what
Yeah.
context?
Well, I guess I later on realized I kind of agreed with what they wrote down. So,
So you
so
were
yeah.
so you
Mm.
so you agree that you use
Not that they
valuable
should.
information to your own benefit.
Yes.
Okay.
Afterwards, I realized, yes, I probably did.
Are you saying this because you actually mean it, or are you saying this because you don't
No,
want to trouble?
I do mean it.
Because there's no shame. The reason
Yeah.
why you're asking about business advice is because you want to start a
Yeah.
business, not because you just want some advice.
Yeah.
So if someone is hurting you or
Yeah.
basically treating you unfairly or saying, "Don't use my advice even though I gave it to you," it doesn't seem very friendly. Like it doesn't seem
Yeah.
honest.
I think it was more, they didn't think I was starting one so soon. I think they thought I
Right.
wanted, yeah. But I was, I guess I did ask for a lot of information, and I guess they thought that I ran away as soon as I got the information.
Okay.
Bad in Wales.
Because obviously I got taken hostage here, and then I got taken hostage in Rhodes. So I ran to Saint Denis to just kind of escape from the two people that took me hostage.
Mhm.
But that's, well, I can see why they thought that I stole all their information and then ran away.
Right, of course.
So I feel like that's justified. I don't mind. I don't really care about the sign. It wasn't that expensive, to be fair.
Well, that's fun, but then
Yeah.
intention is intention. That's what we work with.
Oh yeah.
So-
I've already spoke with the people that I think were involved, and it's all resolved anyway.
Okay.
Like with all water under the bridge.
But please do remember, I don't know if you're this kind of
Yeah.
a kind of person who agrees easily to other people, but just do be reminded, a a lot of partners and a lot of business people, they do this kind of
Yeah.
very sharp, drastic
Hmm.
um, actions.
Yeah.
Basically, that's business. That's how it works. And if you agree very easily, that can be very effective of your business as
Hmm.
well. So I
Yeah.
just want to inform you, if someone
Yeah.
gives you advice, if you're asking for advice, the one who you're asking needs to think that whatever I'm going to say to this person is going to use it, right?
Hmm.
What you use with that information I give you, that's all in your own, right?
Yeah.
That's all on your cape. So don't think that you are guilty because someone else told you
Yeah.
information. One thing is that
Hmm.
if you misuse it, if you abuse the information,
Yeah.
but don't think that, for example, do you think
Yeah.
that it is rightful to basically
Hmm.
say, okay, mostly,
Hmm.
you told me the Castillos are doing something bad.
Yeah.
Am I, do they have the
Hmm.
right to beat me up because I know it? I know the information that
No,
you told
of
me.
course not.
No. So why the hell
Hmm.
is it good for you to be beat up?
Hmm.
It doesn't make sense. You just asked a question. They
Yeah.
answered. You use that question to your own benefit. That's what questions
Hmm.
is for. That's what advice is for. And then they beating you up for it.
Hmm.
Do you see where do you see where my
Yeah.
concerns are in there?
Hmm. Yeah, I see where the concerns are.
I do
Hmm.
understand that you do not want to
Hmm.
take it further. And to be honest, I
Hmm.
admire that you want to just sweep it under the rug and just let it stay there. It's many people who
Hmm.
do so. It is completely acceptable.
Yeah.
You kind of you jump out quickly before it gets too bad. And I do understand that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that not for
Hmm.
if I'm not trying to say this because I want to make a case out of it. Nothing
Yeah.
like that. I'm just saying it for your own benefit
Hmm.
for the future.
Yep.
This state does not favor the more agreeable people.
Oh, I know.
You should, if you want to get along in the world, make
Hmm.
sure that you do step your foot down once in a while.
Yeah.
That's how you gain respect, even for criminals, deputies, or civilians, or business
Yeah.
owners. Step your foot down. No,
Yeah.
this is what I mean. This is how I am. If you just agree to every other people that's
Yeah.
telling you something, that is going to turn you down. That then people are just going to use you for their own benefit.
Yeah.
I have a daughter who was just like that, and it drove her mad at the end. Now one of the more
Hmm.
she's one of
Yeah.
the more hard-headed persons I've ever met.
Yeah. I
Anyways,
know. I guess I just always wanted a lot of friends around, but I guess, yeah. I guess I can be a little naive at times.
but it is completely understandable to be naive. Just remember, true friends appreciate who you are,
Hmm.
not because you agree with them, but because who you are.
Yeah.
Hell, when I met my wife, I was one of the most stubborn son of a bitches.
This is why I love Fjellhol. Fjellhol's
no
what
one
make.
would ever
I
just
love
let
Fjellhol's are so good.
lay a hand on me.
Hmm.
But my wife did.
Hmm.
It took a while, sure, but she came along.
Hmm.
She's my best friend, and we've been together for almost 2 years.
Hmm. Oh. Yeah.
So, just a little fatherly advice, if you will. The world doesn't favor the
Hmm.
agreeable man. Make sure you
Yeah.
stomp down once in a while. Make sure that you get your point
Hmm.
across. I'm not saying to be suicidal, like, go to the Castillos straight
Yeah.
ahead and say, I don't appreciate you. Then,
Hmm.
of course, it's dangerous and can get
Yeah.
you killed.
I might have a
Right.
wander around town.
Oh.
But, of course, don't let you be kicked around.
Hmm. Right. Okay.
But anyways,
Hmm. I do appreciate you taking some time out of your day to talk.
No, I do understand. Well,
Mm.
I truly appreciate it. I mean, you're one of the people that I've been
Mhm.
thinking about quite a lot lately,
Ah.
and
Mm.
you know, you're new to
Yeah.
state, or you have been here for a few weeks,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
you know, it's a hard transition, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of things going on, and the Castillos and gangs and
Mm.
property and tax and
Yep.
deputies, and
Mhm.
there's a reason why there's the
Mm.
I mean, there's a reason why there isn't so much population in this part of town or this
Yeah.
part of the world. You know, it's a
Mm.
very hard environment. It's the
Yeah.
it's the West, Wild West, as they call it.
Oh
So,
yeah. I feel like I'm getting there. I need a bit more confidence in myself. I think.
it takes time.
Mm.
Everything takes time. So don't rush it.
Mm.
Don't try to be the more
Mm.
confident than you truly are. Let it develop on its own. Say no once in a while.
Yeah.
Step out of your comfort zone, but don't overstep.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, that will become, that will be normalized. Then another step will be normalized, and so on. And suddenly,
Mm.
you are
Yeah.
the biggest
Mm.
horse dealer in the whole New Alexandria.
Oh.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah,
I like the sound of that.
of course.
Yeah.
But yes.
Mm.
So just to get back to it,
Mm.
sorry for drifting
Yeah.
off a little bit.
Oh no,
Um,
it's fine. I feel like I needed something like that.
Sure. Well, I mean,
Fjellhol
it's never
is
easy to talk about it.
the guy.
Um,
Fjellhol is
so-
such good at role playing, talking.
The Castillo. So you went for assistant. The Castillos
Hmm.
investigated. They came back to you.
Yep. Yeah, and they told me it wasn't Jacob Loveday, but they know who did do it, and they said I deserved it. Hmm.
Okay, so you deserve.
Because yeah,
Mhm.
because obviously, I ran from Rhodes and Blackwater straight to Saint Denis with information.
Right.
I guess.
Well, that's a very
Mm.
weak statement of the
Yeah.
Castillos, but okay, or the one who
Mhm.
signed, but okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Um.
Mm.
So they.
And then.
Sorry, no,
Mm.
go ahead. Sorry.
And then, so after that was all resolved, I came down to Blackwater to apologise for. Well, I didn't really have much of a choice to come down to Blackwater to apologise, but I did want to apologise for Jacob anyway.
Did you go alone?
But the first time I had the Castillos took me just because they kind of made me, but I made sure to actually speak to him on my own afterwards to, get a less forced apology out.
So they wanted an apology to who?
To Jacob Loveday and
Jacob
the rest of King's Cross.
Okay, so they took you down to Blackwater. Did you agree
Yeah.
with this, or did you not want to?
I did want to apologise, but the way that they told me to do it was a bit too far.
Okay.
They told me to come to Blackwater and get on my knees in front of them and apologise.
Gee, that's just humiliation.
I know.
Okay, so
Hmm.
okay,
I didn't really have much of a choice, to be honest, but yeah.
Let me just ask you two questions.
Yep.
Did you have throughout the whole interaction? Did you think that you had the option to leave whenever you like?
I was behind the leader on my own horse, but all three of them behind me probably could probably just pull their guns out before I could.
Okay, so if it's a yes or no answer, then that would be.
I would say no. I couldn't run away.
No, you couldn't run away. Okay. Did you want to get out of there?
I did, but I wanted to apologize on my own terms,
Okay.
but I didn't have the choice.
So you didn't have the choice,
Yeah.
and you didn't feel like you could get away from there.
Yeah.
You know what's that called, Mr. Mosley?
Is that kidnapping or something? Or
That is kidnapping, yes, sir. That is a pretty serious charge.
Yep.
Now, I'm saying, as I said,
Mm.
if you do not want to press charges, we're not.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is that it seems like, from my opinion, it seems like the more and more this your story, and I do appreciate it fully that you're telling me this story. The more you're telling me this story, the more
The worse it is.
feels that they are doing something a little bit more criminal than you
Yeah.
probably do expect.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
because the thing is that when it comes to at least kidnapping, if I
Mm.
said to you, if you wanted to leave here, and I said no, you're not leaving,
Mm.
and I said, screw
Yeah.
about being a deputy. If we were just in a bar, you wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I said no, you're not going anywhere.
Mm.
And you said yes, I'm going to leave. You stand up, I take your arm, hold you, and
Mm.
you try to leave, but I hold your
Yeah.
arm. That's kidnapping. Just as little as that.
Wow, okay. I had no idea. I thought it meant kidnapping was, someone takes you somewhere.
Oh no, kidnapping is even preventing you from going somewhere. If I
Yeah.
prevent you from you to go somewhere that
Mm.
you like, that is kidnapping. And as far as you tell me the story, they brought you somewhere. You were not willing to go there, considering you
Yeah.
wanted to apologize on your own terms, but they made you go there, and you did
Mm.
not want to go there
Yeah.
at that time. That is kidnapping.
I mean, I didn't say any of that to them, but
No, but I mean,
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
felt it, and you said,
Mm.
If they had guns out, or if they said, we are
Mm.
going to apologize, and if
Yeah.
you just stood there still, you didn't want to go, and they say, move,
Mm.
kidnap.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
Right.
kidnapping, if you just stood still, they would walk around you and just go. They wouldn't stop.
Mm.
That is not kidnapping. But if they say, move, that's
Mm.
kidnapping.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, this law
Yeah.
is very, very
Mm.
thin, if you will. The Castillos
Yeah.
are not are a criminal group that has been rumored to be doing criminal activities.
Oh no.
So if they are doing criminal activities, it is a very, very slim chance for them to justify that they didn't do this crime, that they didn't kidnap you. They say, oh no, he agreed to it. Yes, you can say that you did. You can say that I agreed to it at that time. But if you felt like I didn't want to go, that's enough.
Okay.
It's a small line.
No.
People don't realize it.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot of power. You truly do. If you do not want to go somewhere, you don't have to. If you want to apologize on your terms, that's your choice. But if somebody forces you, or like you said in your own word,
Yeah.
forced apology,
Yeah.
and they bring you along forcefully,
Mm.
and you do not want to be there, but they still drag you along, that's kidnapping.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so he brought you to Jacob
Yeah.
Loveday, and he made
Yes.
you the meal, and then you said your apologies, as I do assume.
Yeah. Yes.
What happened after that? Did they beat
they
you?
sent me on my way.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they didn't hurt you or
No.
beat you in any way.
After that, they didn't know.
Okay, they
Well,
didn't
that
do
day.
anything in that.
Mm.
In that
They
interaction.
said, I'm pretty sure they just said, I don't care what you do, just, just have a nice day. They said, I don't care what you do, just go, type thing.
Okay. So,
And
alright.
then, yeah.
Is that after you did your apology?
Yeah.
Did you meet? Is that when you met me in Saint Denis?
That was the next day.
That was next. You haven't
That
seen
was,
that before that.
No. Well, I did just before then. Yeah.
Just before we met, then you saw them again.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I woke up in outside the stable in Blackwater. Went into the telegram station to, advertise my business, replied to a few telegrams. and then Luca and a few of the others, Luca Castillo and a few of the other three, I don't know their names, walked in behind me and started talking to me, and they said that somebody had gone into their office in Saint Denis and destroyed everything and left a note saying don't hurt Mr. Mosley again, or Joseph Mosley again, or something along the lines.
Shoot,
Mm.
okay.
If they didn't put my name, it probably would have been fine, but they put me by name. And the only person who I told what happened after, just because I needed to get it off my chest, was Peter Morgan.
Peter Morgan, and he is.
He's a bartender in the Four Horsemen. He's a friend of mine.
Is he a man who usually is a very emotional or aggressive man?
I don't really know, to be honest. I know his brother passed away recently, so maybe he's going through something.
Sure.
But I spoke to him after, and he said I shouldn't let people walk over me, and things like that, and he did do it. And the Castillos wanted me to tell them who did it by the end of the next day, otherwise there would be probably more trouble.
Probably more trouble. Did they say
I mean,
anything?
I did end up telling them who it was, just because they said afterwards if I didn't, they were gonna go after all my friends until they found the right one.
Right. And what would they do if they found your friends?
Well, they just said anyone that I've ever talked to, they were gonna go after until they found the right person.
Okay, so they didn't say anything about beating him up or
I don't quite remember.
But
But-
like an underlying threat, in my opinion.
So I only told them to protect all the rest of my friends, as much as Mr. Morgan is one of my best friends.
Sure.
I couldn't let all my other friends get hurt because of it.
Right.
And that was I came off the boat just before then, and that's when I spoke to you.
So
Yeah.
How did you manage to get
Hmm.
the bruising on your face?
That was the next day, I assume.
Well, I
When,
mean, when
yeah.
when I saw you at the boat, then you had bruising on
Oh,
your
I did have a few bruises. That was the first day, when they hit me in the alley with some brass knuckles.
They hit you in the alley with the brass knuckles. Was that
Yes,
before the apology?
that was before the apology.
Okay. That is also must be no crime.
And then the next day, I met Mr. Morgan at his house,
Okay.
and I was telling him that hey, they work off right respect. If we respect them, they'll respect us, type of thing.
Where
That's
does
how they're
Miss-
supposed to.
Where does
Hmm?
Mr. Morgan live?
He lives out in the swamp. I don't know exactly, but he lives right out in the swamp.
Right under the swamp. Okay.
Hmm.
Just in case if
Yeah.
the Castillos decide to come around there.
Yeah.
so- Yep. Okay.
But we did. So I told him that the thing that we should probably do right now is to show that we're not afraid. That we do respect them, type of thing.
Yep.
Was if we just went straight into Saint Denis and tried to talk to them.
Okay.
And as we were walking into Saint Denis on our horses, all four of them just rode up on us, pulled out their guns. Well, I'm assuming it was them. But Mr. Morgan says it was them.
Okay.
I just remember a bunch of black coats, and fancy black coats.
Mhm.
And well, they pulled out guns on us, took us to Le Quay, and from there, I don't remember exactly what happened. All I know is that I woke up with a bunch of new cuts and scars on my face. I had a bullet in my leg, or a gunshot wound in my leg,
Right.
and I'm assuming they must have cut some some weird shapes into my lips because they look and feel kind of funny.
Okay. And uh, where did you wake up exactly? Did you wake up in the doctor's office or?
Hmm. I just woke up in the alligator hole underneath the house with Mr. Morgan, and then
Right.
and then we walked back to Saint Denis. Well, we tried to. We just about got back when I found Isaac, and then they helped. He helped us a lot recover.
Okay. So you didn't remember anything. So I do assume that you fell
Hmm.
unconscious.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is.
I've got a weird gap in my memory from getting picked up to waking up. Hmm. Hmm.
You're fine.
All right. So it
Hmm.
was this Peter Morgan
Hmm.
that you were together with, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Peter Morgan.
Peter Morgan.
Hmm.
Stay safe, John.
Stay
Mhm.
safe. So he is aware
Yeah.
of all this. He isn't someone I need to
Mm.
pull information with.
He's aware of everything. Yeah.
All right. Do you mind if I have a talk with him sooner or later?
If you want to, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I might telegram him and say. But.
All right. Because the thing is that, and I do not wish you to change his mind, because this is purely of his initiative. If he wants to press charges, your information that you're giving me is very
Yeah.
what's it called?
Mm.
It is reliable
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
us for capturing these things, because if he has said that he's also been suffering from these injuries or been beaten or something like that, the Castillos can face quite a big time as his again.
Oh no.
I know that you do not wish to press charges, but if I go to Mr. Morgan and he says that he wants to press charges, I cannot ignore this.
Oh, I know.
And I do understand that you do not want to have anything involved with this anymore, and I do apologize. I mean, I do understand 100% that you
Yeah.
do not want to do
I
so.
mean, Isaac already questioned us on it as well. So.
I see. Well, I'll be talking to Mr. O'Neill as well.
If I know, like, you will investigate it with all of your deputies, but I'd rather, if I get any information, just tell either you or Isaac. To be honest,
That's completely fine.
just because I guess the more people that know, the more trouble it might be.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know why they get so angry when they're telling the law? Well,
Yep.
you're telling the law.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're panicking. Their margin of success is decreasing. So that means that if we know that they've been doing ruckus around, torturing, maltreatment, anything like that, that means that their margin of having a business, having a major place in Saint Denis, or anything like it becomes smaller and smaller. There's a reaction of theirs. If you are hiding away in McFarland's, they do not know you're there. That's the best bet. And if you are away and they don't see you, then hey.
I have some friends at McFarlane as well that said that. Well, I pay them a little bit to use the ranch, and they said they might if I have trouble. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you do need money for stay until we have proven this case, or when we have arrested the Castillos, or at least the ones involved, then we can hand you over some compensation.
Okay.
So you can stay there for longer, because I do not want you to be kicked out of a safe house and then suddenly you have to try to find a new safe house on your own.
Yeah, I know.
McFarland's has a pretty good variety of security. So.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people run through there. Miss Prescott runs there. I think some of the Murdochs are there. I don't know.
Yeah. And they are good shooters. I can say it like that. So you have good good company with you. As long as you keep it low, at least. Do not go to any gangs. Do not go to
just go to the remnants.
Like if you see anything, just turn a blind eye and say, "I don't know. I didn't see anything." Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So do you know what the names of the ones that has been involved?
I think one of them. Well, one of them's Luca Castillo. He was the one that I met on the second day.
Okay, is he the leader
And
of them all?
I assume so.
Okay.
The
Is he
one.
a person who has a very lighter voice, charismatic?
I think so. He's got a really big mustache.
Big mustache.
Yes, you know what I mean if you see it. But
Dark mustache.
I think so. Yeah. There's I think is it Leon, the one with the eye patch? Leo, one of that one. I don't know his that name actually.
Okay. Well, as long as we have
But-
some names.
Yeah, there's is it the girl? I think is Ilva maybe. Ilva Castillo, I think. Not Castillo, Ilva something. And the fourth person that I know was involved, I don't know their name at all. But yeah.
Was it a male or female?
It was there was three males, one female.
Okay.
There was
Can you describe the unknown man for me?
he's a little bit taller than me, quite a bit taller than me actually, but I don't think he had much hair. I don't remember. I think sort of slim.
Okay. What about color of his hair?
I couldn't really tell. He had a hat on the whole time.
Okay, that's fine. He didn't.
There
speak
was he did speak once or twice, but I can't remember his voice off the top of my head.
That's fine.
And there was a Russian person, but he didn't do anything to us. But he spoke to me in the in in the Blackwater when I met them the second day. But you know, he didn't do anything physically get involved with anything.
But he did witness it.
Yeah, he witnessed Luca speaking to me the second day. I think that's all he witnessed. I think his name might be Sasha. I'm not 100% sure.
Does he have a very
It's a very thick Russian accent.
thick Russian accent, a very lighter, kind of speaks in a kind of goofy way?
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah. I think he's the person who climbs on the Saint Denis telegram sometimes. He just stands up there. But yeah, that's the only 5 people that I remember. I don't know if there's more.
No, that's completely fine. You do already have quite a lot of names. At
Yeah.
least names we can go from. But of course, we're not going to approach
Yeah.
any of the Castillos. We will talk with Mr. Morgan before.
Yeah.
See, let me just write it down what you were telling me today.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Oh, it's fine. I guess I do want them to see justice for what they've done, but also I know as soon as they get out of Siska, then there'll probably be a lot more trouble with me and Mr. Morgan.
Let's see. So you said it wasn't Jacob Loveday who stabbed a note in, but it was
No.
someone of his accomplices?
I think he knows who did it, and he said it's resolved, but yeah. 'Cause that was, I think, the main issue when I first met them was they thought I was trying to frame Jacob Loveday when, until that day, I've never even met Jacob Loveday.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
This is really good. I'm enjoying myself with this. Fjellhol is such a guy. He is literally just like Joseph's adopted dad at this point, it feels
See,
like.
so they brought you to an alley to lecture you,
Hmm.
I guess.
They took me behind their bar. You know, Versailles place. Hmm.
The Doyle bar?
Yeah, it's the other saloon in Saint Denis.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, I'm doing this because more legal roleplay, exactly. Also,
So they
I want to
took you
give
from
Isaac some
Saint
stuff as
Denis
well.
to Blackwater.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm. It's more deputy roleplay that isn't going to deal with a bank robbery. I can maybe get Isaac involved as well, give him some cool deputy roleplay. I like Isaac. Isaac's cool. Hmm. I'm just gonna keep this all to myself though in character. He's not gonna say that he's told anyone. Hmm. Alright. I feel like I can sort of trust Mr. Fjellhol, at least, definitely. He just seems like a cool guy. Whenever he's met Joseph, it's been, we've had nice talks. Joseph is just a snitch. He is the complete opposite of what you'd think a cowboy would be.
Alright. And after you guys woke up, you guys went to the doctor's office and was treated.
Yeah. I think you don't need to know the doctors that did it, do you? I don't remember their names anyway, to be
Any
honest.
names would be appreciated.
I think one of the doctors was Scarlet something.
Scarlet Storm. Yes, I know.
Yes. I don't remember who worked on me. It's a long day. Hmm.
That's completely fine. I know Miss Storm quite well.
Hmm.
Okay.
Alright. Hmm. Right. Yep.
Okay, so long story short,
Right.
I just written down some information here to see what the Castillo. Let's see. What the Castillo investigators
Yeah.
broke and signed a note saying J.L., seemingly associates of Jacob, were unhappy he was using advice he got from Haley Aberfield and some from Buena Loveday to start a horse farm outside St. Denis.
Hmm.
Therefore, the sign was broken down and the note was attached. They found out that
Hmm.
someone Jacob Loveday knows did it. Mostly
Hmm.
claims. Well, I'm just saying, mostly claims that
Hmm.
has been resolved. The
Yeah.
Castillos came back to Mosley, brought him to an alley to lecture him behind a door bar, beating him up with some brass
Hmm.
knuckles. Then they took him, seemingly not by choice, to Blackwater to meet with Loveday in King's Cross to apologize. Mostly claims he wanted to apologize on his own terms, but Castillos prevented him from doing
Hmm.
so. He had to go on his knees and apologize. Then Mosley got the chance. Got the
Hmm.
chance to walk away.
Hmm. Yep.
Then I just explained that you met with me, and I can confirm the injuries and bruises on your face.
Yeah.
The day after, his friend Peter Morgan were told about the attack, so Morgan went to trash around in the Castillo's office,
Hmm.
leaving a note saying something like, I'm just making it a
Hmm.
little bit simpler, leave Mosley alone. After this, when
Yeah.
mostly Morgan was running together, assumingly Castillo's, uh, mostly can only recall fancy black clothes, rode up to them, guns out, and took them to Lekay in the swamps, where mostly doesn't remember much from. He does believe he was knocked unconscious and woke up in a crocodile pit with scars on his face, or facial area, and 2 V cuts on his lip, like a snake. He was also shot in the leg. They went to the doctor's office and got treated by perhaps Scarlet Storm. Does that story sound familiar to you?
Yeah, that sounds like what happened.
Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to take this any further. I'm only going to speak with Mr. Peter Morgan.
Yeah.
Most likely tomorrow, considering I will need to go
Yeah.
sooner or later.
Oh yeah, I would say maybe speak to Isaac as well, because we did speak to him and tell him the story too.
Sure, I will be discussing it with him
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. Just because you were the only 2 deputies that I really spoke to. So.
All right. If this, I will not be. I will keep this in my book, and I will talk with Isaac about it.
Yep.
See what he's writing down, and I will
Yeah.
be talking to Peter Morgan. If Mr. Morgan does decide to press charges, then I will ask. I will use. I hope you do agree that I use at least what he has been involved with. I will contact you once more after my talk with him to see to basically question you to ask you some questions once more.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you do agree with the questions that I'm asking after that, then it will become well, not public, but it will become public within the department, and it will be a report where people will, where the deputies will see it, but they will not talk about it unless necessary.
Yeah.
That's what deputies do.
Right. Okay.
So, only if you do agree, because I do not want to do anything that you do feel uncomfortable with, but of course I do have my job as well, and my job is to basically get any reason for to put people in justice.
Yeah. Also, I suppose you need to protect it from happening to anyone else again.
Exactly. So
right.
I will basically give them a dilemma to basically say you're not going to repeat this to them, because if you use it, then what's the point? But I'm going to say to them that if I will basically say to them that you are safe. You are safe at the moment. I do not want to hear that you, Mr. Mosley, are attacked or kidnapped or anything by someone matching your description again. Because if you get kidnapped within maybe a week after they get released, I will know it's them. Basically, it's a false threat. Basically, we don't know. Someone could basically just take you and rob you for simple money. So we won't know it's them, but it's oftentimes enough threat for them to basically lay low and do not approach you, and hopefully they will just forget about you at the end.
Hopefully. Probably won't be allowed back in Saint Denis anytime soon, but
well, it is a public area, and if you do have anything that you do wish to do in Saint Denis, hopefully that doesn't, well, for our sake, doesn't take too much time. Then if you are going to be swooping through Saint Denis, please ride with, for example, Nathan Burke. He has a security firm, or you can contact the deputy saying that, hey, I'm hunted by these and these people, or these people are looking for me. Could you guys please give me meet me somewhere so I can be escorted in at least.
Right. Okay.
So, but of course we can, since we do have a job ourselves, we can stay there forever.
Oh no.
But I know that if you do have some money, then Nathan Burke, he owns the security firm. I can't remember what it's called. And
yeah, Shadow Firm. I know Mr. Burke. I think we're pretty good friends as well.
All right, and he can also help you as well.
So. Yeah.
So you don't ride alone. At least drive with someone you trust that has that has experience with running a gun.
Yeah. All right.
And of course, if you are in Saint Denis one day and you see the Castillos around, there's no shame on asking the deputies for an extra patrol around Saint Denis. Because sometimes, and I do agree, sometimes deputies can be a little bit good at standing still. So,
Yep.
if you say that the Castillos around, could you guys please just show a presence here in Saint Denis?
Yeah.
Most times they will. But don't say it everywhere. Like, oh, they're there.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're free to go wherever they want, the same as I am.
But if you're saying like they're acting suspiciously or they're like that, then that's enough for us to get by at least.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mosley. Is there anything else I can help you with?
There is one thing I'm not 100% sure what's really going on at the moment.
All right.
My friend Daniel Quinn, we haven't seen him for a week.
Okay.
And we don't know what's going on with him. Daniel Quinn, he's a young boy, a really high pitched voice. He's a bit shorter than I am. I think he's got blonde hair.
Okay. Let's see.
Me and Mr. Morgan were looking for him for the last few days. We don't really have any leads where he's gone. Maybe he's out of state, but maybe he's missing. But I don't know. I just, if you hear anything, can you maybe let me or him know? Like if you hear anything about his name, about him missing or hurt or anything. If he just comes back into state, that's fine. You don't have to tell us that. But if you hear anything about maybe he's hurt or he's been found hurt somewhere, can you let us know?
That's completely fine. If he is in any grave injury or coma, then he will be transported to Saint Denis regardless. So there will be a coma ward description of who's inside.
Okay. It's just if there's any reports about him, I mean, obviously you can't tell us everything, but
of course
I'd just like to know that there's something on him to say that he's back.
Sure. Well, we don't have anything on him at the moment.
Yeah.
So there isn't really any criminal activity that's been going on, but he's probably out of state, perhaps, or perhaps he has been.
Maybe.
When was the last time you saw him?
I think a few days before this started happening.
A few days before.
I know he was doing some medical training. He started doing that with Miss Hawkins, I think, or maybe another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know Miss Hawkins personally, so I can go by and ask about if she has seen Mr. Quinn.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that.
Of course, there's no problem at all. All right, Mr. Mosley, I will leave you to it. Just do ride safely out there.
I'm probably just gonna, go to the telegrams and then go to sleep. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I can't agree with that.
I mean, I kind of spent all my money at the horse auctions. I have 29 cents to my name.
Well, better get to work and get some money.
Yep. Hey, if you ever need any horses trained for the deputies or anything, let me know.
Well, I do appreciate it. I'll send the offer.
Okay.
All right.
I know you usually train them yourself sometimes, but
Yeah, well, I mean, the person's not that active around, so we appreciate people who can also give the offer. So.
All right. Well, stay safe out there.
You as well. You as well, Mr. Mosley.
Yep. You know what, Mr. Fjellhol, Deputy Fjellhol, is one of the nicest people in this server. Oh, I love that guy. He is so cool. Where's my horse? Oh, yeah, it's over there. I forgot where it was. There you are. Hopefully, that conversation doesn't come to bite Joseph in the ass. Or maybe it will. Maybe that'll change his character up. Who knows? All I know now is that he tells nobody. If anyone finds out that I spoke to Fjellhol again, then he is screwed.